Hello everyone. In this video I'll be explaining what is Project Babbage and why is it useful. My name is Ty Everett, the founding president of Project Babbage, and really what we're doing is we're building random things that make people happy and make the internet better. There's a lot that goes into that, but really what it comes down to is artists can't make art they like, and people keep watching a whole bunch of addictive and unhealthy things on the internet because of the fact that all of the incentives are really messed up. So in order to fix those incentives, we need a way for people who use the internet to engage with creators of content so that they can make the best content that they actually want to make and that people actually want to see without having a bunch of centralized platforms sitting in the middle, stealing everybody's information and causing a bunch of problems. So in order to make that happen, we need payments. We actually need micropayments that go directly from people to the content they care about and the people who made that content. So micropayments are just really small payments that actually enable people to monetize what they create. If an artist uploads a song, they should be able to get paid whenever someone listens to that song. And that payment doesn't have to be big, but it does matter. Because if 1 million people listen to that song, then someone can get paid a lot of money and actually make a living by making the kind of music they actually care about making, versus making what record labels would want. Another example of making the internet better involves users and their identity and how they don't currently own their identity, but they could. If users have to log in to every app with a different password, that's really bad and annoying. So we have this thing called OAuth, which is where Facebook or Google basically take over the whole process and all of your identity is owned by Facebook or Google. But that's kind of messed up because Facebook and Google spy on you all the time and make all of your data used to target you with ads, and that way you stay addicted to YouTube, addicted to being on Facebook, and by the way, Google owns YouTube and Facebook owns Instagram, so you should know that. These are just big, huge companies that do whatever they want, and as long as we let them, they're just going to keep doing that because it makes them billions of dollars a year. In order to stop this nonsense, we've created a few different things around user authentication, which makes it better so you don't have to log in to every single app. Instead, all your apps have to log into you and get your permission in order to use your information, while also introducing those micropayment things we talked about before so that it actually makes sense for developers and artists and people to come on board with this system and actually make money directly from the people who engage with their content. So Project Babbage essentially enables micropayments, and it gets rid of all those pesky passwords that everybody uses all the time, and therefore it makes the internet better. Another important thing is user privacy. And one of the biggest things I hear about user privacy is, oh, it doesn't really matter, because as long as I'm not doing anything bad, then my privacy isn't really too important. But the thing is, eventually, if you don't use the freedom that you have, it gets taken away. It's kind of like a muscle, right? You use it or you lose it. And so people should be free to discuss things that are controversial and that maybe not everyone agrees with. They should be free to have those discussions privately, or they should be free to have those discussions publicly. I think the most important thing about free speech is that it only really matters when you're saying something controversial. And you should be able to express controversial opinions to people close to you as well, and do so privately. Therefore, privacy is really important for political discourse, and it enables us to live in a more free society. We've created a bunch of tools that enable users to communicate directly and in a private way without having a bunch of centralized third-party platforms like Facebook or Google sitting at the center and spying on your information. So those three things come together to create a new type of experience for the end user. One that allows them to pay directly for the content they care about or get paid for producing the content they actually want to make. One that allows people to own their identity. An experience that allows people to log into all their different apps and websites without the need for so many passwords. And finally, an experience that allows people to have privacy and communicate directly with one another without the intervention of centralized third-party platforms who mine your data. So that's Project Babbage, a system that puts the users at the center, enables apps to work in a better way, and gets rid of all those silly passwords. Thank you very much.